Now, when it comes to Kendrick Lamar, oh, things just got wild. We just learned something massive, and it looks like all those whispers and theories flying around online are finally coming true. Kendrick isn't just back, he's in full beast mode right now. The man is officially more locked in than he's been all year. His focus is unreal, and everything around him is starting to point to something huge on the horizon. Right now, Kendrick, SSA, and the whole crew have touched down in New York City for the Grand National Tour. I actually went to the first night at MetLife Stadium, and let me tell you, it was something else. I'm even thinking about pulling up to the second show because that energy, it was next level. So go ahead and hit that like and subscribe because I've got so much to say about what really went down at that concert. But here's where it gets crazy. While most artists would just chill between tour stops, maybe enjoy a luxury suite or hit a rooftop dinner, Kendrick is out here grinding. This man refuses to settle. He's pushing the limits of what a rapper can even be. And that's not just talk, because during his day off, Kendrick was spotted in the studio. Yeah, that's right. While the city slept, he was working. Now the real bombshell? We found out who else is in New York right now. Some names that could change everything if they're really linking up with him. Whatever Kendrick's cooking, it's not just another drop. It's shaping up to be something major, something that could shift the entire rap scene again. So before we dive deeper into what he's doing and who might be part of it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe right now. You don't want to miss what's coming next. And now that all those wild Kendrick Lamar theories are actually starting to come true, it feels like we're standing right on the edge of history. The next move in this all-time great run is about to unfold, and whatever's coming next is going to shake the whole industry. So yeah, hit that like and subscribe right now because you do not want to miss what's on the way. When it comes to Kendrick Lamar, let's be real. There's nobody like him in hip-hop right now. Nobody's even close. Just a few new photos of him pop up online and suddenly the internet explodes with speculation. People are analyzing every pixel, every outfit, every studio background, trying to piece together what it all means and what this next era is gonna bring. It's wild because with Kendrick, it doesn't even take a full album to get people talking. One glimpse behind the curtain, one sighting of him in creative mode, and the conversation goes crazy. He's pulling more attention with a studio picture than most rappers do with entire albums, and that says a lot about where the rap game is right now. Kendrick's bar is so high, everyone else looks like they're just jogging while he's sprinting laps around them. And the way he's moving in New York, man, it's on another level. That first MetLife Stadium show had an energy that was different. It was electric. He wasn't just performing, he was possessed. You could tell something was lighting him up inside, something deeper than just being on tour. Compared to every other city on the tour so far, and the bar was already insane, New York brought out a version of Kendrick that looked hungry again, like he's about to drop another cultural nuke. Now, I'll talk more about what I see after his second MetLife show tonight because word on the street is there's a major surprise coming. People in his camp are whispering, and the vibe is that he's about to make headlines again. So stay locked in and make sure you're subscribed because I'll be breaking that all down soon. But here's the kicker. Before those shows even started, Kendrick was in the studio the day before, and what he did there, that's where the real story begins. And now, with this new picture and everything it shows, fans think we just witnessed another all-time Kendrick moment being born right before our eyes. So get this, just a few pictures of Kendrick Lamar pulling up to a studio in the West Village have the entire internet going crazy. And here's the thing, if it were any other rapper, nobody would care. It'd just be another studio run, right? But this is Kendrick Lamar. When he goes to the lab, that means something big is in motion. Every time this man steps into a booth, history gets written, and this time looks no different. What's wild is how this simple studio sighting is speaking volumes. The biggest rapper in the game, someone who could easily coast on his legacy, is still out here sharpening his skills, still chasing that next evolution of sound. It's like watching a legend build his next masterpiece in real time, and from what we know, we might actually be able to figure out what he's cooking up. There are a few possibilities on the table here. Kendrick could be in the studio working on himself, literally expanding the GNX era with a deluxe drop that fans have been begging for. At MetLife, the crowd went absolutely insane chanting for it all night, especially when he performed Tiramisu. That song hit different live. Hearing it in person made it clear just how central it is to this whole chapter of his story. And the way Kendrick placed Tiramisu in the setlist, genius. It sat right between some of the most powerful moments of his current tour, almost like a hidden message that something bigger is coming. Fans could feel it. And honestly, it's starting to look more and more real now that we've seen him in the studio again, because every move he's making fits perfectly into that pattern. But maybe, just maybe, it's not just solo work. Word is Kendrick could also be gearing up for another huge feature. After that wild collab with Playboi Carti, rumors are flying that he's got another one lined up with an equally massive artist. If that's true, oh, it's about to be chaos in the rap world. And here's the best part. Based on how Kendrick's been operating lately, this isn't some long-term tease. When he creates, he releases fast. He's been writing verses close to their actual drops, keeping everything fresh, real, and straight from the moment. So yeah, we can almost guarantee new music from Kendrick Lamar is coming soon, and this next one, it might just redefine his entire GNX era. What makes Kendrick Lamar so dangerous right now is how real-time his music feels. He's not just rapping about the past, he's rapping about what's happening right now, straight from life to the mic. Every thought, every emotion, every headline seems to instantly bleed into his lyrics. We've seen this over and over again during the GNX era, and it's honestly insane how fast he turns reality into art. Take the GNX album, for example. The intro track, Whacked Out Murals, that song was inspired by an event that happened just weeks before the record dropped, and the self-titled GNX track, the beat for that one was literally made days before the release. Kendrick moves like a journalist with a pen and a microphone. He documents the moment while it's still hot. Even the West Coast collaborations show the same energy. Every artist who worked with him said they were in the studio with Kendrick around October, and the album dropped in November. That's how fast he's operating right now. There's no long wait, no drawn-out rollout. Just raw creativity on the spot, and the results speak for themselves. And it doesn't stop there. Look at his work outside the GNX sessions, like Good Credit with Playboi Carti. Kendrick's verse literally referenced Luka Doncic potentially going to the Lakers, something that was being talked about that same month. Then there's the whole situation with ASAP Rocky and ASAP Relly. The drama hit headlines, and within weeks, Kendrick dropped bars about it. He's like a mirror reflecting the culture in real time. When you understand that, it's easy to see the pattern. Whenever Kendrick steps into the studio, it's not for a long-term tease, it's for something that's about to drop now. His verses are meant to hit the moment they land, and the impact is always immediate. That's what makes this new sighting so exciting. So who could he have been cooking up with this time? Well, the first and most realistic name being thrown around right now is none other than Roddy Ricch. Yeah, you heard that right. Roddy has been spotted in New York all week, the same time Kendrick and his team have been there. And get this, he was at both MetLife shows but never performed. He didn't hit the stage, he just sat back low-key enjoying the performance. Now that's got fans talking, because why would Roddy Ricch be hanging around all week, attending shows and linking up with Kendrick's crew if something wasn't in motion? It's not random. There's a vibe in the air, and whatever they're cooking up in that West Village studio could easily become the next big anthem to shake hip-hop. Honestly, it all lines up perfectly. Kendrick Lamar and Roddy Ricch have already proven they've got magic together with their track Dodger Blue from the GNX project, and now all signs point to them linking up again. Word is Roddy's gearing up to drop his new album Navy on July 18th, and it's supposed to be one of the biggest moments of his entire career. So yeah, if Kendrick jumps on this project, it could easily be the headline collab of the summer. Roddy's been calling this album his comeback, the one that defines his next era. And with guys like Terrace Martin, Kendrick's longtime creative partner, already deep in the mix, everything fits together like a puzzle. Kendrick stepping in here wouldn't just be another feature, it'd be a statement. A West Coast unity move, showing the world that the region's legends are still building, still dominating, and still pushing each other higher. Think about it. Roddy's got the momentum, Kendrick's got the fire, and both of them together, that's a track that could explode the internet overnight. And considering how locked in Kendrick's been lately, this could 100% be his next big move. But that's not the only theory swirling around right now. Because the same week Kendrick was spotted in the studio, guess what else was going on? The Met Gala. And two familiar names were in town for it. Pharrell and Pusha T? Yeah, those two. They've been teasing their long-awaited Clips reunion album, and we even got a little snippet from the record that had fans losing their minds. Now imagine this, Kendrick linking up with Pharrell and Pusha in the same city during the same week, while both camps are active in the studio. That's not coincidence, that's alignment. These are artists who respect each other on a different level. Kendrick's been cool with both for years, to the point where they've worked side by side before. Remember when Kendrick and Pusha were simultaneously crafting It's Almost Dry and Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers? They weren't just working. They were sharing ideas, vibing to Pharrell's beats, and literally playing each other new music in the same sessions. There's even that legendary clip where Kendrick, Pharrell, and Push are sitting together listening to Jay-Z's verse on Neck and Wrist. Pure history in the making. So yeah, this new New York studio moment could be the start of something massive. Whether it's with Roddy Ricch, Pusha T, or Pharrell, Kendrick's clearly moving with intention, and whatever he's about to drop next is guaranteed to shake the whole rap world again. At this point, the connection between these artists runs deep. We've been hearing whispers in the industry for months now that a Kendrick Lamar and Clips collab was always bound to happen, and not just happen, but shake hip-hop to its core. People close to the situation keep saying this track could redefine the entire sound of the next era. That's how serious this link-up is. So, yeah, maybe what we're seeing right now is the moment it all finally comes together. Kendrick could have been in that New York studio tightening up his own material, or even laying down the final version of a verse for that long-rumored Clips record. It would make total sense too, because Kendrick's the type to make sure his verses reflect exactly what's happening in the world right now. He's not the kind of artist who mails in a verse from 6 months ago. If he's dropping something, it's fresh, relevant, and personal. There's also a real possibility that he originally had a placeholder verse for the project, something rough, just to mark his spot, and now, with the timing feeling perfect, he's going back in to record the real thing, the version that's going to live forever on the final cut. But that's not all, because guess who else has been spotted in New York lately? Playboy Carti. Yeah, he's back in the mix too. And we already know Kendrick and Carti have been building something special on tour. Their chemistry has been insane, unexpected but natural. People didn't see it coming, but the creative bond between those two just keeps growing stronger. Now with both of them in the city, the timing couldn't be better. Carti's gearing up to drop another album, and Kendrick still has more unreleased heat from this GNX era that's waiting to see the light of day. So could they be linking up again for something brand new? Absolutely. At the very least, one thing's clear. Kendrick Lamar isn't slowing down for anyone. Whether he's crafting a collab, building a solo masterpiece, or secretly kicking off a whole new album era, the man is locked in and unstoppable. Whatever he's making in those sessions, it's gonna hit hard, and it's gonna remind everyone why he's still the one setting the standard for the entire game. Right now, one thing's for sure, Kendrick Lamar has been in the studio and he's definitely recorded something new. The only mystery left is what it's for. Whether it's a solo track, a feature, or part of a deluxe project, the fact that he's this active again tells us something big is brewing. You don't see Kendrick locked in like this unless he's about to drop something monumental. And let's be real. When an artist performs unreleased music at both the Super Bowl and during a massive stadium tour, that's not just for fun. That's a warning shot. It's Kendrick letting the world know, this song is coming. You don't test tracks on stages that big unless you plan to release them soon. So yeah, that unreleased joint is sitting in the vault right now, and when it drops, it's going to break the internet. Now, while the specifics of what Kendrick's planning for his GNX Deluxe or next solo rollout are still under wraps, we do know one thing for sure. Both Roddy Ricch and Pusha T have new albums dropping this summer. Roddy's Navy album is already locked in for a July release, if it finally sticks this time, and Pusha's project is heating up too. Those are two massive openings for Kendrick to slide in with features that'll dominate the charts and keep his name everywhere. And honestly, the timing is perfect. Kendrick's feature runs aren't just random guest verses, they're events. They elevate whoever he collaborates with, and they shift the whole sound of the moment. So yeah, all signs are pointing to a serious feature wave coming soon. And who knows, if that rumored Kendrick and Roddy collab really drops, it might just end up being the song of the summer. July might seem far away, but in hip-hop right now, things are moving fast, and Kendrick Lamar's story is moving even faster. Whatever he's got planned next, you can feel it building. The world's waiting, and when he finally makes his next move, it's gonna hit hard. From what's being whispered across the industry right now, it sounds like that long-awaited Clips album is finally on the verge of dropping, and after all those delays and setbacks, it's about time. Fans have been waiting years for this one, and if the rumors are true, the wait's about to pay off in the biggest way possible. Because word is, Kendrick Lamar and Pusha T have cooked up an all-time great lyrical battle track. The kind of song that instantly cements itself as a classic from the moment it hits the streets. Just imagine it, two of rap's sharpest pens trading bars in a heavyweight back and forth, no gimmicks, no fillers, just raw lyricism and pure energy. And honestly, this is exactly the kind of musical space Kendrick thrives in. He gets complete creative freedom to say what's been sitting heavy on his mind, to vent, to flex, and to remind the world why nobody can touch him when it comes to depth, delivery, and truth. If this record really exists, and all signs point to yes, it's going to give Kendrick the perfect stage to level up yet again. It's not just another feature, it's a statement track. The kind that dominates timelines, sparks debates, and gets dissected line by line for weeks. And as we head into this summer, it's looking like hip-hop's about to heat up again. A few artists might drop here and there, but let's be honest, Kendrick Lamar is carrying the genre right now. The man's holding it down single-handedly, setting the standard every other rapper's trying to reach. And if this streak continues, we're about to witness another one of his legendary runs, from guest features to solo anthems that shake the whole culture. And come on, we know that GNX Deluxe album has to be coming. There's no way Kendrick keeps performing that unreleased song, the one he's played at every massive moment of his career, including this tour, and never drops it. That track has become too iconic to stay locked away. So yeah, for now, all we can really do is wait and keep watching. But one thing's for sure, Kendrick's back in the studio, the energy's building, and something's definitely on the way. It's not if we're getting new Kendrick Lamar music, it's when. And from the way things are looking, that when might be sooner than anyone expects. Now, with all this said, what do you think Kendrick Lamar's really cooking up in that studio? Do you think it's that Clips collab everyone's been whispering about? Or maybe something solo, something that's gonna blow the doors off the GNX era once and for all? Whatever it is, it feels like the calm before the storm. And this time, Kendrick's about to shake the whole culture again. I can't wait to hear what you think down in the comments. Seriously, drop your thoughts. What kind of energy do you think this next drop will bring, and who do you think he's linking with? Because every move he's making lately feels calculated, like he's setting up for another legendary moment. And hey, if you made it this far, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and share the video. It helps me out so much, and it keeps you in the loop for everything that's about to go down. Because while Kendrick's out here building another masterpiece, Drake is fumbling harder than ever. And trust me, the trouble he's in right now, you won't believe it. Check out the next video to see exactly what's going down.